So you're having desires all day, every day. And maybe you're wondering, well, how do I embody them? First, notice how you have a desire for everything, right? From, oh, I want to wake up feeling fresh today, to I want to breathe more freely, to I want to experience a loving relationship, to I want to eat something nice, to I want to travel or get a specific job or enjoy this time with my friends. So it's not like, your desire is not just, oh, I want this specific person, or, oh, I just want that one job. You have plenty of desires all day long. And therefore, you are relating to each desire differently all day long. And you're reacting to each of these desires differently. And your reactions so far in your life, maybe you've been great at reacting to your circumstances till now, acting and reacting from your conditioned self. And by conditioned self, I mean you've mistaken yourself to be a collection of thoughts, beliefs, and stories. You've mistaken yourself to be an identity called Adnila, Mary, John, Joseph, whoever, right? And we've reacted much of our life from this conditioned self, from feeling that we are this individual and that we are nothing beyond this individual. And because we've reacted so far, we've rehearsed all, like, the way we react to life. And then let's say you come across these teachings one day, and you try to calm down, you try to become still and not react. Naturally, you're unable to do that because you've been great. You've rehearsed yourself. You've been adept. You've practiced it enough that you've been an expert so far at reacting to yourself. So when you get information like this law of assumption, manifesting world, now you are presented with whatever techniques that you need to do or not do. And you're told, oh, just be still and not react. Now, when you're told be still and not react, it can feel kind of like a slap in the face, because you're like, well, how do I not react? Because the reactions feel spontaneous, right? Your reactions feel spontaneous because they're coming from each of these separate mistaken identities that you're embodying. Each time you mistake yourself to be a story, you're reacting. Each time you feel like you're an insecure partner, you're reacting. Each time you feel like an insecure person who's never chosen, you're reacting. The reactions are quite automatic. And when you're getting this information from the law of assumption world and you're told, well, be still and not react, be still and know that I am God, what you're beginning to do now is you notice that you're reacting and you're like, oh my God, I've reacted. Oh, I reacted to this. I should have known better. I should have not reacted because I know all of this information. I can give seminars on this information. I know this information better than anyone else. So you see, you formed like a second layer of reaction. So you're reacting to your reactions once again. So at some point, we have to break the loop and realize who we truly are. And who we truly are is not a concept. Who we truly are is beyond all those concepts. When you drop and set aside all those concepts, whatever remains, that's who we truly are. And this who we truly are, sometimes we refer to as I am, wholeness, fulfillment, consciousness, love, understanding, stillness, freedom, right? Or I am. So how do we access this I am, this consciousness, God, whatever you want to call it, stillness, right? How do we embody that essence of be still and know I am God? It's definitely not, oh, let me just quiet my thoughts, like flip a switch, quiet my thoughts, and then be in the non-reactive mode. That rarely works. And that kind of attitude, like, oh, I'm going to turn off all my thoughts, is coming from the lack of understanding who you truly are. It's once again the conditioned self trying to make being still as a concept that it needs to kind of reign over, a concept that it needs to feel like it has control over, that it needs to practice being still. No, here's the deal. Stillness is who you are, and you're going to see just how in a moment. So, how do we not react? We not react to our circumstances and embody the true state of non-resistance, non-reactance to life by recognizing who we truly are. And how do we recognize who we truly are? And what does stillness even mean? What I want you to do is, I want you to see this in like 3 kind of steps. They're not really steps, but I'm going to say steps for the purpose of this video. Pause, rest, experience. So in the pause phase, you're simply noticing all the stories that you have right now. I don't care if the thought is plain, neutral, great, amazing, silly. Even if the thought is asking, well, where is this taking me? How long do I have to do this? Will I get my specific partner? Doesn't matter. You're just noticing your thoughts, right? Once you notice your thoughts, you're going into the rest phase. And in this phase is where you're doing the recognition. By asking yourself, and stay with me, you might have heard this before, but notice this fresh in this moment. If I ask you right now, are you aware of the sound of my voice? What would you say? You would say, yeah, of course I am, right? And if I asked you, well, are you aware of the fact that you are just aware of the sound of my voice? And you'll say, yes, I'm aware. Another way to ask the same question is, who is the one noticing the sound of my voice? You'll say, I am, right? So, wherever the second question has pointed you, and you said, I am, or I am aware, notice the qualities of this awareness. This is your true nature. The moment you've accessed the qualities of this awareness and have noticed it, not from a head perspective, from your body. You don't have to feel a fancy feeling, but you're doing the recognition fresh in this moment. The moment you've recognized it, notice the qualities of this awareness, this I amness. Is it open or is it closed? You'll notice that it's open. Is it spacious or is it limited? You can see, once again, notice where the question has pointed you to. I am or I am aware. You can see that it is spacious. And now ask yourself, does this open, spacious awareness, does the spaciousness judge anything? Does this open spaciousness label something as good and label something else as bad? Or does this open spaciousness simply just being open spaciousness? How is it reacting? Now let's dive into this further. As you're noticing this open spaciousness and you're feeling yourself as this open spaciousness, right? You're feeling yourself as this open spaciousness because we're exploring the qualities of the spaciousness. Another word for the spaciousness is awareness. As you're noticing this open spaciousness and you're feeling yourself as this space, notice whatever sensations are in your body. From this open spaciousness, is there any urge to get rid of this sensation in your body? I don't care what the sensation is. I don't care if you've labeled it prior to this exploration as anxiety, heaviness, discomfort, whatever it is. How Are you responding to any of your sensations in your body as you're feeling from this open spaciousness? Is this open spaciousness pushing your sensations away? Does it have any interest to change your sensations? Does it feel bothered by your sensation? Does it feel threatened or insecure about your sensations? Or is it simply open? Now let's extend this further. Simply notice the openness, the non-judgmentalness, and the non-resistance to all your sensations by this open spaciousness. Notice how this open spaciousness doesn't even label your sensations as good or bad. It doesn't even label your sensations as sensation. It simply just is. Now, extending this exploration further, bring whatever circumstance in mind, right? Whatever circumstance there is. Maybe your specific person didn't behave the way you wanted. Maybe the house you live in has felt trashy or just not enough. Maybe you're bored of it or just not satisfied with it. Maybe you're troubled by it. Whatever it is, allow that circumstance to just be here. It's already been active anyway. You've reacted your entire life towards it. From this open spaciousness, how are you noticing the circumstance? Does this open spaciousness feel any threat by that circumstance? Can this open spaciousness be disturbed by that circumstance? Is this open spaciousness even labeling it as, oh, that is a circumstance and this is me? That is a bad circumstance. This is a good circumstance. Oh my God, that's a good meaning. Let's hold on to it. Is this open spaciousness saying anything like that at all? Notice how your reactions are shifting in your body towards your circumstances. You can do the same thing towards your thoughts. How does this open spaciousness respond to your thoughts? Is it disturbed by them? Is it like, oh no, this is a state of lack thought. Oh my goodness. Oh, they said to get rid of all victim mentality. Oh, brother, I have all of these victim thoughts. Is it saying anything like that? Or is it just simply indifferent towards it? There's a loving indifference. It's not judging it. It's not holding on to it. This open spaciousness simply is. So what you just accessed just now, this is what it means to be still. Being still is not about quieting your thoughts. Being still and knowing I am God is recognizing that you are the stillness from where every movement, moment, and desire emerges. Another name for stillness is awareness. Another name for stillness, awareness is I am, or God, or consciousness. You can return to this rest phase anytime you want. And when you're in this non-reactive rest phase, when you enter the third phase, the experience phase, now isn't it easy to just decide what you want? When you bring to your mind your desired outcome, where is the resistance towards it? Where is the negative reaction towards it? There is none. Now you're simply going about your day deciding multiple desires at the same time. Because we are deciding anyway, by the way. Even before you knew of any of these teachings, you were deciding anyway. It's just that a lot of times we were deciding from feeling like we were that mistaken identity, that conditioned self, that limited identity, and we kept reacting to life. That was a decision that we usually made, sprinkled in with some decisions from our true nature. So, when you're going about your day, I don't care what you're doing, what reaction is happening, what if you're in the traffic, if you are receiving a message from your specific person, if you're waiting for a specific job, or if you saw a piece of news you didn't like, or if you didn't like what a friend said, pause. Notice all of these things are happening, all these thoughts and emotions. Rest. Here, how you tap into the stillness is you ask yourself, well, am I aware right now? You'll say yes. Am I aware that I'm aware? You'll say, yes, I am. And now, this is the important aspect in this rest phase. You're noticing the qualities of this awareness. You're noticing the qualities of this open spaciousness. You're feeling yourself as this open spaciousness. The moment you recognize that you're aware of being aware of the sounds around you, or that you're aware of being aware of the noise around you, you're simply noticing the actual awareness. You're simply noticing how spacious this awareness is. It's open, spacious. It does not name, it does not judge, it does not react, it does not label, it does not assign any meaning. It just is. And from here, if you notice something come up, if you don't like a friend's behavior or whatever, now you notice how your reactions to that friend's behavior, or your reactions to your own emotions, or your reactions to your initial trigger is gradually changing. Maybe you feel better in a few quick minutes. Maybe you feel like the tension is slowly decreasing. Maybe it's a little more gradual. Maybe you realize that, oh yeah, I'm not judging myself as much. This is called being still. Stillness holds everything. Stillness is not the absence of thoughts or emotions. Stillness holds everything. Stillness encompasses everything. Stillness makes up everything. And stillness knows everything. Another word for stillness is just awareness. Awareness holds everything. Awareness makes up everything. And awareness knows everything. This is what all my videos are driven towards, you to get to this recognition. And now when you're not reacting to your circumstances, you're resting in your naturally whole and fulfilled self, right? You're naturally resting in your whole, fulfilled, non-reactive, and connected self. Your natural state is already connected to all your desires. Your natural state has everything it needs for the fulfillment of your desires, because your natural state doesn't differentiate between you and your desires. Your natural state, which is the stillness or awareness, has no capacity to label you as, oh, this is Anila, that's your desire. It has no capacity to give any meaning to this is Anila, that's a bad meaning to your desire. It does not differentiate between everything. Your natural state exists in the form of no separation. It exists so seamlessly that it has no idea what separation even is. So when you are in your natural state, knowingly resting in your natural state, which is nothing but awareness, I am God, You just accessed it with the help of my questions. You're going about with a very nonchalant attitude towards life. You are naturally secure. You're naturally at ease. You're naturally unmoved. You're naturally not disturbed by circumstances because you're not practicing stillness as something to get something, or you're not practicing stillness to get rid of everything. You're noticing, not even practicing, you're noticing who you truly are moment to moment as you're interested, as you're curious, and then noticing that, oh, these days I'm not reactive at all. And guess what happens from coming from a place of non-reaction, from your natural true self, from your awareness, from I am. Now you've embodied literally the highest state, ultimate self-concept, ultimate identity, ultimate affirmation, ultimate imaginal act that you can ever do, ultimate anything that you can ever do or access, your ultimate way of being. And I use ultimate very cautiously because as you can see in the natural state, there are no levels. There's no like, this is level 1 and this is level 101. No. And in your ultimately natural state of fulfillment, awareness, I am, or God, all interchangeable terms, you're going about your day and somehow or the other, your desires seem to appear, right from that cheesecake, chocolate cake, to you experiencing a fresh day of sleep, maybe a books selling, you getting a new role in the project that you want, the specific person coming towards you, getting invited to different places, you just finding the pair of socks that you want, anything on your list. The moment you feel like, oh, I want this, that's a desire, man. That's it. That's all a desire is. It's not just your SP or your job. But you're going about your day, you're so much more present. You're naturally non-reactive from your state. If you are noticing your reactions, that you're reacting, you're coming back using the pause, rest experience. You're noticing that you are the stillness. And once again, returning to your non-reactive whole state. There's a seeming sense of return to that state. When we're reacting, right, a path certainly appears from the reaction to the non-reaction. And yeah, your life just keeps moving, but moving in a much more palatable, beautiful way. See this for yourself. If you want to hone in on this experience, you can email me you can just look at my link below for my email coaching details and also one-on-one coaching details. If you have any further questions, you can email me at hello@anilareddy.com, or you can check out my Weightless Experience linked in the description below for sensing an experience with, a seamless experience with you and your desires, that you and your desires are one and the same. We go into a lot more detailed questions. But I really love to hear what your insights are so far, your favorite takeaway in the comments below. Let me know how you've applied this. I don't care to what you've applied it. Please let me know what you've applied it if you feel like it in the comments, and I will see you there.